Back to what I just said earlier, as far as your car payments, as far as your house payments, there's a magic number that everybody goes by that they really need to stick to, because if you just go out and buy whatever the bank approves you for, you're going to find out that you're living paycheck to paycheck, and all your money that you're bringing into your household are going up towards your payment, because realistically, your banks, for car payments, they approve you at 25%. And then the house payments, they approve you at, it's a 40%. 40% is what banks will approve you by. So at 65% of your income going towards just two payments, you still have insurance, car insurance, which is on average, say, $200 a month. You still have gas, which usually, on average is about $200 a month too. You have insurance, gas, food, and food is a big thing. How much do you guys usually spend on food a week? Give me a number.
100.
Okay. A lot. Yeah, a lot. 200-300 a week. 200-300 a week. That's terrible. That's terrible. You're talking about $800 a month. That's what, $9,000 a year just spent in food.
I said 100.
Well, you said 100, but the average number, that's what it is about $200 to $300, because people usually go out on a daily basis. They eat lunch on a daily basis. Lunch, you're not going to go eat lunch anywhere for less than $20, correct? You're not going to eat dinner for less than $30, $40 right now. This is just, with depreciation and with inflation and all that stuff that's going on right now in the city, in the country, that's just the nature of it. So if you're spending, on average, and that's on the low side, I had this problem where I was spending, minimum $300 to $400 a week in food. It's a lot of money. You start doing the math and you start realizing that you can just go to the store, you can go buy some sandwiches, you can buy some pre-made food, you can just make your own food. You would realize right then and there alone, just on your food, how much money you can save just by making your own food, just by spending the extra hour and one day of the week and prepping for the rest of the week. So food is a huge problem that people don't realize. So let's say $800. And I'm telling you, $800 is on the low side for food. Like, you go home today and you sit down and do the math. You're going to be like, open your bank statements, open your credit card statements. Go pay attention to how much you're spending in food in 1 month, and let me know. You're going to be amazed. And I promise you, it's way more than $800. If you're thinking it's $300, it's probably $400 or $500. Whatever you think it is, it's more. That's just how it is. Open your bank statements, figure out how much you're spending on food. What other? You have like subscriptions. Subscriptions. How much do you guys think you're spending on subscriptions?
15.
15 a month?
About
40? Like Netflix and stuff like that? 30, 50?
Right, like 250.
250? You're being more realistic now.
Yeah,
Nobody's spending less than $200 on subscriptions.
We don't have cable.
Well, it's not cable, it's the problem. There's a lot of like little subscriptions that you sign up for one time. You've got a lot of people, maybe not you specifically, but people don't realize that they're still subscribed. See, that's how big companies work. Big companies, they make these small free subscriptions, $5, $10. They make them so small so that you completely forget about them. Okay, so they give you the free trial, they give you the 7 days for free, they give you the 1 month for free, but after that, after you get sick of it, you completely forget that you're still subscribed to them. So that's another thing. You guys should sit down and open your bank statements, open your credit card statements, and pay attention to how much you're paying in subscriptions. For me, it's right at $200 a month. That's right at $200 a month. So I'm going to go by my number. What else do we have? Give me some fees. Give me some little fees you guys consistently pay on a weekly basis.
Gas.
Yeah, gas is already on there. Electricity. What's your electricity bill on average? $200, $250? You don't have one? So, how much? Okay, 150? 200? Let's say 150.
150 right now because it is the summer. So, yeah.
Anything else we're missing? Anything else? Huh?
Personal hygiene, clothes, haircuts.
Personal hygiene. How much would you say? The haircuts alone right now are $50 every 2 weeks. Minimum. $50 for a haircut every 2 weeks. I stopped cutting my hair. Seriously, I stopped cutting my hair. I started cutting my hair once every 2 months. Marquise, I know he doesn't take my hair.
I would actually cut my hair once every 2 years. Seriously.
So you got haircuts.
Remember when you could get a haircut for $20 now, $20 will get you a shape, just a line?
Haircuts, $100.
Hell no.
What else we got? Clothing. How much would you say you spend on clothing a month? And I know some of you guys, I know those shoes are probably $150, $100 right there.
Hell
I
no.
don't want to hear it. You know, these guys, they hang around me, so they're cheap like me, you know. She was telling me to buy some shoes for $60, $70, but when here, and I was just lost my mind. But people spend on average, when they walk into my shoes, about $100 for a pair of shoes that they probably only wear 2 or 3 times in like a span of 2-3 months. So, how much would you say you spend in clothing? How much would you say you spend in clothing? You don't shop now. You just shop once every year. Yeah, that's what I do too. 4 or 5 a year. 4 or 5 a year. Okay. So let's say $50. Let's say $100 a month. Let's say $100. Just to say. Let's say how you do. Anything else before we add this up?
Credit cards.
Credit cards. This is kind of what you're falling into: food, gas, your electricity bill. What's on your credit card statement? Like, what are you spending your money? What are you doing with your credit card? Besides like car parts and stuff. Yeah. Okay. So we got what?
That's a cell phone bill.
Cell phone bill. What's your cell phone bill a month? About $50, $80. Okay. So let's say cell phone bill. Let's include, since he said hygiene $50, let's just include cell phone bill here too. Just to be fair. Anything else?
How about just some miscellaneous fee? Oil tank for your car, hygiene, and dog food?
Dog food. Oh my God, dog food is so expensive.
Yeah,
It's so expensive.
I mean, I got about
Yeah.
400 a month in miscellaneous.
Yeah, 400 a month in miscellaneous. All right, so let's do the math right here. Let's say, give me some car payments. Like, what are your average car payments? I think it's $400. What are your?
When I had my Camaros test, it was $427.
400. 0, perfect.
650.
650. Who said 650?
I'm 615.
How much? 360.
Hey, he's got to do that. I'm gonna say, but he's got
Paid up. Zero, perfect. Nothing.
1,100.
400.
1,100.
196.
190. Good. So let's say $500. Let's say $500. And for you guys with the $1,000 payments, y'all in trouble. House payments. What's your average house payment and rent payment? What's yours?
$640.
800.
Mine's just 20 million.
You own 13. Oh, so let's say, what would y'all say the average? 1,000, 1,200? Let's say 1,200. It depends on your area. Yeah, $1,200. All right, so we're at 1,700, 1,900, 2,100. We're at 2,900, 3,100, 32, 33.50, 34.50, $4,100 with average payments. Average payment is $4,100. So
That's why $50,000 a year is average and or struggling.
average is actually $34,000 a year.
But yeah, I'm beginning to get this.
So to you guys, you know, that said that you guys have $1,000, $2,000 payments, whether car or whether house, you guys need to figure something out quickly. You guys either need to figure out how to pay the car down and refinance it, or figure out how to build your credit to get a cheaper payment. So let's start off like this. What do you guys see here that you guys can realistically cut back that will save you $500 to $1,000? Food. Miscellaneous. Okay. So we're gonna stick to the stuff that we can control today, because not everybody has control over like their house payments. Not everybody has control over their their car payment, because a lot of people have high interest rates, and at 20% interest on a car payment, no matter what it is, it's going to be high. And unfortunately, that's average right now. It's 20% interest rate. So forget the car payment, forget the house payment. The car payment, the house payment, we're going to work on those whenever we get to credit. So we're going to work on, and your insurance bill. Some of you guys I know are paying $300-400 in insurance a month. 400? Okay.
Who pays 400?
How did you shop it whenever you signed up? Did you shop it?
Yeah.
You shopped it everywhere.
Yeah.
So why is your payment $400?
Accident.
Accident?
Tickets.
Who else has over $200 insurance? Why? Can talk. Oh, I know why yours is for. I don't even want to know why is yours green. You don't have that record.
256, my.
250 on what car? Who are you with?
It's a USA.
What's the
Did you shop it?
I got all.
I did shop.
You got two cars. Oh, two cars. That makes sense. You said 400? Two cars makes sense. Yours is probably $400. 350 for two cars? How old are you? You got help that?
The second.
Huh?
Second. It's my second one.
I don't know who gave you that kind of payment, man. Who are you with?
Insurance?
Yeah, what insurance? That's a really good, because charges right now, they're through the roof. Like, we can't get anybody insured.
Progressive? I got, Hellcat.
That's cheap, man. That's a cheap, for a Hellcat, that's a very cheap payment. All right, so we need to work insurance for you guys. You know, this is for you guys. You guys should consistently shop around. I shop insurance plans usually once every 2 months. Every 2 months, I try to find a new insurance plan. Right now, I'm with State Farm. On my McLaren, the F-150, and all my personal cars, I want to say 9 cars insured in total. I want to say my payment's like $1,100, and one of them is the McLaren. And I have a terrible record. So the idea is you have to shop around. 90% of your people, and don't take me on this, statistics, don't take me on this percentage, but 90% of people usually take the first deal that they see. If someone hits them with the price, as long as you're the first person that they ask, that's the price they take. So you need to get used to shopping your insurance payments at least once every 2 months, because it doesn't take any effort. You simply have to pick up the phone, you have to open a website like Geico, State Farm. State Farm, you can just literally call them and give them your driver's license number, and they're going to pull up the policy from whoever you're with right now. You don't have to tell them anything else. Most of these big insurance companies, all they need is your driver's license number and your first and last name. That's it, to get a quote. Yes, sir.
So like, you suggest State Farm there?
I don't suggest State Farm, because State Farm told one of my customers, good credit, 26 years old, like $1,200 a month for his stuff like that. So I don't know how you're doing it, but I definitely want to ask your insurance any questions. If you're going to call anybody, call me. There's something wrong with your insurance. They don't realize it's a Hellcat or something. You might want to open your policy and just make sure there's no bullshit though. You need to make sure you cover.
That's what made it cheaper.
Where does she live though? Does she live in a good area? Huh?
Arkansas.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. So insurance, we have to shop it around once every 2 months. But y'all need to make that a habit. Y'all need to discipline yourself, because all these payments, you need to see if you can, if you can get your insurance, which you honestly, for insurance right now, the like rich people, like higher end people, like that live in Carville, their insurance payments are usually $75 to $100 a car. So, and that's a $500 deductible. That's normal coverage. I know living in Carville is a big bonus for these people, but still, like, the idea is that these people shop. They ask a lot of questions. They tell them, this guy's giving me this price, so you need to beat this or else I'm going to stay with the other company. All these big companies, they negotiate. As long as there's somebody that's beating their price, they will negotiate. Unless they just don't want you on their, unless they just don't want to cover you. So we got insurance. Gas, there's only so much you can do with gas. Gas, all you can do is really go to like somewhere like Sam's, somewhere like Costco. Me personally, if I was, Murphy's. Me personally, if I was in like a financial bind, I would be carpooling with people. I wouldn't be driving my car every day to work. Yes, sir.
The gas rewards help too.
Gas rewards help too. Find the gas stations that have rewards. Like Kroger has great rewards. Once a month, I probably get 30-40% discounts. 30-40 cents discounts at Kroger. Sam's has the best prices in gas, but the problem is you have to sit there and wait for 30 minutes. But at the same time, if you're having a hard time saving money, you need to find out what you can sacrifice to have $10,000 in your bank account. And these days, right now, if you do not have $10,000 in your bank account, if the economy collapses tomorrow, you're gonna be one of the first people in line to go bankrupt. $10,000, that's just an emergency fund. That's, if anything happens, if you lost your job, if your kid got hurt or whatever, $10,000 is a safety number to fall back on and get out of whatever hole you get. So, if you don't have $10,000 saved up, one of your first goals after leaving here today is figuring out how to get $10,000 together as quickly as possible. Whether it's in a savings account, whether it's in a stock account, I don't care. Just figure out a way to get $10,000. $10,000. Gas. Like I said about gas, if you have to sit here and carpool with people, figure out who works in your area, that also lives in your area, make new friends, talk to coworkers, tell them, hey man, you pick me up 2 days of the week, I'll pick you up 2 days of the week, vice versa. Figure out how to save some money in gas. Food, start meal prepping. Start meal prepping. Until you got $100,000 in your bank account, you should not be spending more than, realistically, $75 to $100 a week in food. That's it. And that's including meal prepping.
Michael might survive on $75. I think.
That's, you gotta figure that out, my boy. Yes, sir.
The number kind of changes, it depends on how many opinions you have, so like I had.
The number changes, yes, the number changes. But the idea is that we're not making excuses. We're just, we have a number we want to get to, we have to figure out how to get there. For you, it might not be $100. You know, for you it's 100, for your wife say 75, and then for your $2 or $3, say $50 a piece. But the idea is that, you know, whenever we had the triplets, whenever my dad had the triplets, he was shopping at Costco and buying stuff in bulk. He was buying, you know, macaroni cheese in bulk, he was finding the best deals, diapers, he was finding the best deals and everything. So, for someone like you, you don't need to be going to Kroger and buying one thing at a time. You should be going to Costco and buying, you know, 1 or 2 things in bulk until you get to a comfortable number, like, you know, $10,000, $15,000 saved up to where you can afford to just go do whatever. You know, the goal here today is we need to figure out how to be a little comfortable. How can we leave today and then within 6 months, if anything happens to us, we're not going to be the people that fall, you know, face first or go bankrupt. This is what we need to figure out today. Food, subscriptions. Subscriptions, you can either sign up for these little apps that tell you how much you're paying in subscriptions, or you can sit there and pull out your bank statements and your credit card statements and write off one by one what are you spending. That's the first step to budgeting. You know, in our company, there's not a penny that goes on our American Express or our bank statement that we don't know about. Everything that